Hello everyone, LawrenceC37 here. Welcome to another video because I haven't uploaded a video in like quite some time. So basically, I haven't made another video mostly because of life, mostly because of work, how busy and well stressful it is. I also pretty much got some other things happening in my life, you know, some good things really, mostly for recently. In case you haven't noticed, right there, I got my niece and nephew into probably one of my first ever and my favorite trading card game I've ever played in my entire life, Yu-Gi-Oh. Now, Yu-Gi-Oh itself is another story that, if you guys want to hear that story, so I'll make a video about it. Comment in the description if you want to see it. Well, comment down below if you want to actually see the video. And pretty much anything else, any related to Yu-Gi-Oh. So, but yeah, I recently got into Yu-Gi-Oh yet again, in case you guys didn't really know. And I played other TCGs. Like, I've played Magic the Gathering, and I do like Magic the Gathering, it's just I had no one to play it with, or so that's just sitting on the drawing board, you know, collecting dust. But, you know, one of these days, I do want to get some friends over or something and start playing some more Magic the Gathering. Or somehow get my niece and nephews to play that as well. I mean, my nephew got some Pokemon cards for Christmas, and I got myself a Pokemon starter deck. So basically, I have all the main TCGs that the US is playing. I mean, there's other ones too, like I think it's Card Type Vanguard and shit, I don't know any other TCGs. All I just know is that one, but you know, the main three that everybody knew: Magic the Gathering, Pokemon, and Yu-Gi-Oh. And I recently got myself back into Yu-Gi-Oh, but after a few times seeing some new, interesting looking cards, mostly around cards that look like they would support one of my favorite archetypes of the whole entire game, Dark Magician. It wasn't until basically around, I think it was like, yeah, last year, I believe or so, we got the Legendary Dragon decks that actually had 5 really good and I quote, competitive Dark Magician cards. Well, I also got myself Cyber Dragons and, you know, the Odd Eyes, Performer Pal, Magician deck. Mostly Odd Eyes, but, you know, an Odd Eyes, another Dragon deck, so why not? So basically, I got 4 decks. I built my 5th one, which is a Blue Eyes deck. And recently building a Red Eyes deck. I'm building up a Silent Archetype deck, which I'm really hoping I can get this to work because I love the artwork for the Silent Magician and the Silent Swordsman. They look awesome. And I got my niece a Dark Magician Girl themed deck. Well, it's still a work in progress. Like all the other decks are a work in progress. The only one that's like near fully done, sort of, is my Dark Magician deck. But I want to switch out some monsters with the Spellbook engine. But that's for like another time. Anyway, like, I recently went to Target and actually got myself a few booster packs, really. I got one of the newest ones, Shadows of Valhalla, which, ironically enough, they give you the new Valkyrie cards that I think everybody was actually kind of waiting for, mostly from, I think it was, like, what, Season 4 of the original Yu-Gi-Oh series? No, I think it was, like, Season 5. Oh, what the hell did you consider that one? It was pretty much kind of a second tournament that he set it up, and you had this German guy. I forgot his name, but he's the one with, like, the Valkyries and his, I think it was his younger brother with the Golden Castle Strawbook and all the fairy tale monsters. No, not those fairy tales. I mean fairy tales like Cinderella and all that other stuff. That kind. But yeah. Because of that, the Valkyries are now coming, which is... But now, the way I just said that, that's a joke in itself. But interesting choice. I kind of wanted to see this. Plus, Ninja support, which... I like ninjas, so fucking why not? Not only that, I actually got one of the booster packs, and I can tell you that, surprising enough, Niels is getting love and attention again, which I do like Neos, because, well, he actually looks kind of cool for, you know, him being a, you know, one of those superheroes and such like that. But the main archetype of Neos with the Neospatians and such, no thank you. Well, mostly because of the fact that their fusions, they go back into the fusion deck. Yeah. They go back to the fusion deck after you use the fusion between Neos and the Neospatian. But, I mean, the fusions are great and they have powerful effects, but it's just the fact that after your turn, they would go back into your deck. Well, the fusion deck is kind of awful, but the monsters are not wasted. They go back into your deck, but it's shuffled. And you'll need a spell card to pretty much keep the Neospatian fusions in the field. But yeah, I mean, I also got some pretty neat looking cards, I guess. I don't know if they're actually that valuable because I kind of recently got back into the game, so I'm not too familiar with a lot of the meta or what the main destructive archetype is. So, like, I think El Shaddol is actually considered one of the better ones, I think. I got El Shaddol Window, my first secret rare out of the Shadow of the Valhalla pack, and, well, it's a pretty nice looking card. It's just that I don't know if it's actually really any good anymore because, you know, I don't know about El Shaddol's being dominant anymore. I know it's apparently Trickstars, I think Goki's as well, and I don't know what else. But I also got you know, some extra cards like Danger Zone, which the new Danger monsters is just ridiculous. I mean, Bigfoot, Chupacabra, Nessie, a Jackalope. I don't know, but actually, I'm really interested in a lot of the new cards or so. Hell, some of these other cards or so, like, that I've seen, I'm actually quite interested in making some decks. Like, I want to make an Elemental Hero deck alone. You know, Elemental Heroes with, like, Blade Edge, Avion, Constitutrix, and all that other stuff. I also got, you know, Solid Strike, one of the better trap cards, I think, in more recent years, actually. Which is actually one of the most dominant trap cards, really, that anybody should be really using, I guess. But I also have deck ideas for, like, you know, using Ruin, the Supreme Queen of Oblivion. I don't have Demise, but, well, actually I have one of the level 4 Demise cards, but mostly want to somehow just use Ruin because she seems pretty interesting. Cyber Dragons, though, I'm actually glad they actually got a little bit more support cards now, but I'm still working on my Cyber Dragons, so that's kind of like something for another day. But this video is not about my history for Yu-Gi-Oh! Yet, actually. I mean, if you want anything more about Yu-Gi-Oh! Stories and maybe some more card packs or anything like that, leave a comment down below. It'd be something a little bit more than just video games here or there. I mean, I like doing other things than just video games. Like, I play board games, I play tabletop board games with my, you know, my older brother, well, my younger brother, my brother-in-law, and my dad. Because, you know, we like doing a lot of those scenarios of, like, you know, something set in World War II or something, or Warhammer 40K, anything really, because tabletop war game just seems awesome. And also, well, card games as well. Which, today we're going to be showcasing this. This is the Yu-Gi-Oh! Legendary Collection Game Board Edition. So basically, this contains 6 vintage old school booster packs. And these are booster packs I remember trying to get a lot as a kid because they contain, well, back then in the day, I used to always think of myself as Kyra. I want nothing but the absolute power that all these cards really had. Because back then, you basically make a deck of anything, and you could still probably make it a top tier deck. Nowadays, some of these cards are banned here and there, and it's just, you know, ridiculous. But, yeah. 6 old school packs. I remember all the names, really, actually. Legend of Blue Eyes, Metal Raiders, Spell Ruler, Pharaoh's Servant, Dark Crisis, and Invasion of Chaos. I think Invasion of Chaos, I think it was, what was it, Magician's Force or something like that? Or my favorites, mostly because of the fact they had Magician-looking cards, and it basically would kind of fit a Dark Magician theme deck back then. But those are some old school packs. You get a classic game board with all 3 of the main characters from the original Yu-Gi-Oh series, Yugi, Kaiba, Joey. The other side of the game board that basically has the Egyptian gods and some of the main monsters like what do we got? Dark Magician, Blue Eyes White Dragon, Red Eyes Black Dragon, Black Skull Dragon, Exodia Necros, and Dark Magician of Chaos. Neat. You get 3 of the Egyptian God cards. Though these are the playable ones, which as a kid would disappoint me a lot. But the fact that I always wanted them because they looked so cool and they looked so powerful as a kid, I would have just fucking loved this box alone. But I digress. But it also contains 3 playable cards: Blue Eyes White Dragon, Dark Magician, and Red Eyes Black Dragon. Now, Blue Eyes White Dragons, I don't need any more. I got like about 6 Blue Eyes White Dragons. It's ridiculous. Dark Magician, I could probably give this to my niece just for her to have a ultra rare Dark Magician for her deck, since she doesn't actually really have too many ultra rare Dark Magicians, so I wanted to just give her that one. And Red Eyes Black Dragon, I'm keeping that one and pretty much using that to make my Red Eyes deck, which is still a work in progress. I got Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon and 1 extra copy of Red Eyes Black Dragon, so there's the deck right now. But, sorry. Let's actually open this thing and actually see what we get. Oh man, Invasion of Chaos. Let's see if we can actually get something chaotic, like maybe a Blackluster Soldier Envy at the beginning, or is it Blackluster Soldier and Chaos Emperor Dragon actually in this set? I don't remember, but I know Dark Magician of Chaos is in here, for obvious reasons. But well, let's see what we can get. So let's open this thing. And I don't have any better way to set up like my camera and anything like that to basically just kind of show off the table and, you know, show off, open up the booster packs and anything like that. Sorry, but this is the best I can do right now. All right, so let's open this thing up and see what we got. You know, for real. All right, so here are the promo cards. So yeah, we have Albus the Tormentor, Cypher the Sky Dragon, the Winged Dragon of Ra, Blue Eyes White Dragon, and it's not my favorite artwork for the Blue Eyes White Dragon, but it still looks pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie. That's a neat looking Blue Eyes though. My boy, the Dark Magician. Again, not my favorite artwork or so for the Dark Magician. Still cool though, but not my favorite. I think my favorite was actually for the Dark Side of Dimensions movie. Now I think about it. Some Yu-Gi-Oh reviews, maybe, or something like that. That'd be something pretty neat to do. And last but definitely not least, good old Red Eyes Black Dragon. Oh, Red Eyes. I remember back then as a kid, you were nothing but a disappointment because you were weak compared to Dark Magician and Blue Eyes. Alrighty, so. Alright. So now we got these booster packs. We got Invasion of Chaos, Spell Rulers, Dark Crisis, Metal Raiders, Pharaoh's Servant, and Legend of the Blue Eyes White Dragon. Now these aren't exactly the original like booster packs back in the day, so these are kind of like the more up-to-date ones with the more updated style of the cards because they actually changed in terms of their appearance in the recent years or so. But this is something this is some really interesting stuff that I really cannot wait to see. First off, let's actually open up. Let's do something. Spell Rulers first, Dark Crisis second, Pharaoh's Servant third, Metal Raiders fourth, Legend of the Blue Eyes fifth, and Invasion of Chaos last. I want to say my favorite one for later. So let's open up Spell Rulers. Alright, so we got Queen Bird. Dark Witch. Wow, I was actually really interested in trying to fight Dark Witch a long time ago, mostly because of Yu-Gi-Oh Forbidden Memories. Sonic Bird. When this card is normal or flip summon, you can add one ritual spell card for your deck to your hand. That's I remember back then when rituals was actually the biggest thing you could probably do, besides fusions. Psychic Kappa. UFO Turtle. Twin Long Ungrods. Dark Zebra. And Eternal Rest. Right, sorry for the jump cut, so it's something important happened or something. Spell Rose, I think if I remember correctly, this is probably one of the least interesting packs or stuff. Oh, I forgot about Spirit Breeding. Yeah, I think this is probably one of the most disappointing booster packs in the years this actually came out. I think the one important thing I think this one had was actually, I think, 1,000 Daggers Restrict and Relinquished. I think. I'm not too sure, but this pack was kind of disappointing, and I don't remember why actually. But I mean, it's pretty cool to actually look at some of these old cards again. Now let's open up Dark Crisis. So this may contain Exodia Necros. What are the? I think as a kid, I honestly feel like this was probably one of the most overpowered Exodia like monsters in the whole entire game. How wrong was I in that way? But let's see what we got actually. I'm actually really curious. Okay, so Ojava Trio. Oh, the Ojavas. No, thank you. Oh, but they do have a pretty damn powerful spell card. Cestus of Dagala. Opponent equipped with fairy type monsters. 500 attack points. And the monster equipped with this card inflicts battle damage. You increase your life points by the equal amount. Oh, that's interesting, actually. I am Blacksmith Kotetsu. There we are. What do we got? Flip effect. Select one equipped spell card from your deck and add it to your hand. Cool. Ooh! Ooh! Oh, guys! Secret Rare Vampire Lord. Oh boy! Ooh, that's pretty cool. I mean, he's a total edgelord, but he looks super cool. I'm not gonna lie. Maybe I should make a vampire deck. Maybe. At least it's not Twilight vampires. Right. Let's see. Each time this card inflicts battle damage to the opponent, declare one card type, monster, spell, or trap. Your opponent selects one card of that type from their deck and sends it to the graveyard. Also, if this card is destroyed and sent from your field to the graveyard by your opponent's card effect, it is special summoned to your side of the field during the next standby phase. Wow, now I think about it, I did not expect Vampire Lord to be that good, actually. Well, back in the day, but I feel like he's still kind of underwhelming now. Tsukiyomi, I remember this card. I hated spirit monsters because once you summon them, they go back to your hand. Why? I mean, they have some nifty effects here and there, like when this card is global summoned or flip face up, select one face up monster in the field and flip it face down in the defense position. Now imagine that with, like, you know, flip effect monsters. That just sounds stupid, actually. Actually, now I think about it, shit, spirit monsters can actually be useful for flipping, you know, flip effect cards. Magician of Faith is broken now. Damn. Mustering of the Dark Scorpions. Altar for Tribute. Guardian Elma. I don't remember these Guardian cards or so. I personally prefer Guardian Yatos. And Ninkin Dog. Cool. Okay. So, a secret rare already. Fucking awesome. And it's a Vampire Lord. You know, one of the better vampires. Well, I say that because I fucking hate Twilight jokes. As Yu-Gi-Oh would say, I don't read crap. Yu-Gi-Oh Bridge, everybody. Alright, so now we're gonna be opening up Fellow Servant. No, Fellow Servant actually had the Relinquish. No, 1,000 Ashes Strike. This one just has Relinquish on the cover. Shit, I don't remember anything anymore. Alright, so what do we got? Souls of the Forgotten. Pretty terrifying, actually, for a move. Driving Snow. Bombardment Beetle. Earthshaker. Magic Drain. I remember this card in Duels of the Roses being a very overpowered card, but this... What is this one? Negate the activation of the opponent's spell card and destroy it. The opponent can discard one spell card to negate this card's effect. Yeah, it's not bad, actually. Dark Bat. Overdrive. Man, I remember a lot of his machine cards actually looking pretty cool, so... Three-headed Greedo. Okay, and Solemn Wishes. What is this? You gain 500 points whenever you draw a card on cards. Oh yeah. Back in the day when life points was actually one of the most important things. Okay. Metal Raiders next. What do we got here? These aren't first edition, by the way, either, so these are unlimited, but I don't care. These are old vintage cards, and I like seeing the old school days, the old school cards that I know they probably don't have that much purpose in the meta nowadays or so, but it's pretty nifty to actually see some of these old school cards again. What do we got? Oh my god, no. The Castle of Dark Illusions. Remember the anime? This bloody card game makes no solid sense. Let's see, flip. All zombie type monsters gain 200 attack and defense. During each of your next 4 standby phases, each of those zombie type monsters gain 200 more attack points. These effects last as long as this card is face up on the field. Well, that's a weird one because Panic in the series uses a Fiend deck, and yet the Fiend monsters get a power boost from Castle of Dark Illusions? Yeah, it makes no sense, but Castle of Dark Illusions with Pumpkin, the King of Ghosts, actually doesn't sound like that bad of a combo, actually. It sounds pretty good. But, I digress. Gigatech Wolf. Oh my god, Labyrinth Tank. This is my younger brother's favorite looking card because it was a tank with a giant fucking drill. And we got one of the cards that actually fuse it, Gigatech Wolf, and I have a Mechanic Soldier somewhere. Bam! I can make this thing. Neat. Sagi the Dark Clown. I remember this from Kaiba a lot in the anime. White Magical Hat. What did he do? When this card inflicts damage to the opponent's life points, one card must be discarded randomly from the opponent's hands to the game. Ooh, that's actually really damn powerful effect in a way. But you're like trying to hit somebody with this damn thing. Queen's Double. This monster may attack your opponent's life points directly. Yeah, take a solid 350 life points of direct damage. Okay. Bottle Dweller. Kaminari Attack. Yeah, I've also forgot that these are some of the weirder fusion type monsters that make no sense, really. Yeah. Ancient Elf. Okay. Well, some old school cards that I'm actually really, really familiar with, so I'm not complaining too much. Alright, Legend of the Blue Eyes White Dragon. This is the pack that I always wanted to get another Blue Eyes White Dragon because back then as a kid, I wanted to get Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon when I saw him in the anime. How disappointed was I to figure out that 1, I never got a Blue Eyes White Dragon. 2, Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon wasn't available until basically like, I think after the movie in 2006, I think, is when the Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon actually became an available card. So basically, yeah. Well, let's open up this one. Alright, we got this fucking thing. I'm sorry, my Japanese is not that great or anything. Root Water. Umi. Wow. I think I actually have a card that can actually make use of Umi. Interesting. Herbe. Charubin the the Fire Knight. I mean, it looks cool, but the fact that he's a rare level 3 fusion monster that just requires some very weak monsters, no thank you, I'm not too interested. Legendary Sword. M-Warrior number 1. Remove Trap. Woo. And Dissolve a Rock. Okay. Kind of disappointed there, but I mean, again, old school cards, I'm not complaining too much, but now let's open up my favorite. Invasion of Chaos. here we go. Pack of Destiny. Smashing Ground. Gore Turtle of Illusions. Blasting the Ruins. Okay, Multiplication Advance. Dark Ceratops. I mean, I want to make a dinosaur deck, which I don't. Slipheed. Self-destruct button. And Lord Poison. Oh, and Thunder Crash. Alright, well. Really not too bad of card openings. I mean, no other, super rares or anything like that. But the fact that we got a secret rare Vampire Lord is ridiculous. I am not complaining too much about it, especially for old school packs. This is really awesome. Alright, and well, you have 3 Egyptian gods that you really cannot use at all. For collection purposes, they look cool, but not really something worth anything. So, a Blue Eyes card for your Blue Eyes archetype, pretty nice. Dark Magician, pretty nice. And Red Eyes, I needed that anyway, but Dark Magician, yeah, I'll give that to my niece for her Dark Magician deck. And Blue Eyes, I have like 6 Blue Eyes White Dragons. I think this is the 7th one I have. The child version of me would probably be really pissed and jealous that I have all these Blue Eyes White Dragons or so, but yeah, I mean, old school packs, I'm actually not disappointed with any of them. I always forgot to show off the board. There we are. So yeah, I like this. This looks pretty neat with all the main characters from Yu-Gi-Oh. So, hey, who doesn't forget all the favorite moments with Yugi? Kind of just bullshit cheating, kind of. All those Karibos will multiply, man. You can't do that. Or Seto Kaiba trying to pretty much just obsessed with dragons, and Jelly Brooklyn Rage. Jokes. Alrighty, and the other side, I think I like this one a little bit more, kind of, because I like some of these monsters. Dark Magician, Blue Eyes White Dragon, Red Eyes Black Dragon, the Black Skull Dragon, the fusion between Seven Skull and Red Eyes Black Dragon, Exodia Necros, and my favorite, Dark Magician and Chaos. So yeah, well, I mean, I do like the fact that this is a playable map, but the problem is, this map is now outdated. So, that's a disappointment, but, I mean, it's a cool looking piece of thing to have or so, but, excuse me. That about does it for this whole entire video, so hope you guys enjoyed it or so. I actually had a lot of fun doing this one now. If you want to see any more card pack openings or something like that, please let me know in the comments below. So subscribe if you want to see a little bit more. I'll get back onto you whenever I start doing more of my Let's Plays, and well, if anything, maybe you guys want to see maybe some Yu-Gi-Oh duels or something. Something some new type of content to add to the channel. So, but I mean, overall, I'm not disappointed with. I mean, I'm kind of disappointed that some of these packs didn't get cards I really, really wanted. I don't know, maybe wanted to get an ultra rare Dark Magician of Chaos or something like that. Maybe another Blackluster Soldier or something. But hey, a secret rare Vampire Lord, I'll take it. I like that. Some pretty decent cards I think are still kind of viable here and there or so, but another Red Eyes to add to my collection that I really need. Dark Magician, because, you know what I mean? He's Dark Magician. He's one of my favorite monsters or so, but the Blue Eyes, I have enough of him, but he's still a really cool, powerful card. And, well, just Egyptian gods that you can't use, but, I mean, yeah, like I said, collector's purposes or so. But that about does it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you whenever I can or so, because I'm not going to be using my computer for a few weeks or so, because I have family coming over or so so I can't really use this room, so I really can't make another video. So, but whenever I can, I'll let you guys know, and leave a comment down below, and if you wanted to see more Yu-Gi-Oh videos, just comment below. I would gladly actually upload some other kind of content or something. I mean, I'm not wanting to get rid of just my gameplay or anything like that. Like, I want to continue my Super Mario RPG Let's Play, so it's just something really to give you guys. But yeah, until then, I'll see you all in the next video. Until then, folks,